So hi guys, welcome to Light Screening, the channel for movie lovers more than movie savvies, and please ignore the shadows under my eyes. I just slept 1 hour tonight, obviously because I spent all night watching movies. That's how committed I am to this project. No, no, actually I have this project because I watch movies all night. Well, I could say I'm kidding, but I'm not sure I am. Anyway, we are going to talk today about a French movie called Le Mystère d'Henri Pick. In English, it's The Mystery of Henri Pick. I actually wrote a synopsis because this is about the authorship of a book. So I wrote a synopsis so I wouldn't forget any detail because this is about books and I want to look good. So, a young editor whose boyfriend is also a struggling writer discovers a novel in a library of rejected books that she considers a masterpiece and manages to publish it. It is signed by Henri Pick, a former pizza parlor owner of a small town in the coast of Brittany, who no one has ever seen writing. The Last Hours of a Love Story, that's the name of the novel, that makes a parallel between the last hours of a love story, obviously, and the death of the Russian poet Pushkin. Becomes an instant mega hit in France, where the ultimate word about literature is from a TV talk show host, also a former literary critic for Le Figaro, Jean-Michel Rouchet. Well, he doubts the authorship of the novel and bets his whole career on that doubt. After losing his job and his wife, he embarks on a quest to find out who wrote this fabulous novel, along with the pizzaiolo's daughter, who is also a bookworm. This is the synopsis. You have all the elements that you need to kind of try to, start figuring out who's done it, because that's what this movie is about. It's sort of a Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot kind of story. Obviously not with a bloody crime, but with an authorship crime. But it's the same kind of story. You go from clue to clue. And I have to say something. I was not worried at all about structure or performances or anything technical. I was really entertained by the clues. I was really into it and trying to figure out who the hell has done it, because I also, like Rouchet, I can believe that guy, the way they portrayed him. He couldn't be a specialist on Russian literature. He clearly wasn't. That was all fake. And we just go on this mission with him. It's a matter of honor to this man to prove that he hasn't written it. And so we just embark with him in this quest. I have to say something, a little curiosity that I found brilliant is that in Portugal, and kudos to the Portuguese marketing strategy, in Portugal, this movie is called The Library of Rejected Books, which to me and to the audience it aims, because this is a discussion about literature. I think it's brilliant. I think it's a little more mysterious and interesting and curious than just Le Mystère, the Mystery of Henri Pick. I get it. The Mystery of Henri Pick is one of those Agatha Christie's kind of titles, and maybe that's the point. But I found it really interesting that in Portuguese it was a little more refined, because the kind of audience it should attract is refined audience, and I found the title so beautiful, and that's why I went to see it actually. Anyway, the director is Rémi Bezançon. The Fabrice Luchini is Jean-Michel Rouchet. Camille Cottin is Joséphine Pic, who is the daughter of the pizzaiolo, who is supposed to be the author of the novel. Alice Isaac is Daphne Despereaux. Bastien Bouillon is Fred Koskas, who is the boyfriend of the young editor. I was going to say that I haven't seen anything by any of these people, but I'm wrong, actually. I'm looking at the list of movies they've done. I've seen Allied by Camille Cottin, and I've seen The Gilded Cage with Alice Isaac. The Gilded Cage is a smash hit in Portugal because obviously it's about a Portuguese character, and it's a great movie, very funny. Anyway, I also know the face of Fabrice Luchini, but I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember anything he's done. He's done In the House, Joan of Arc, Molière, Bicycling with Molière. I don't remember actually watching it, but I do know that he's a famous actor because I know his face definitely. Why not say that I'm ignorant? Sometimes I am. Anyway, this is based on a 2016 novel called also Le Mystère of the Mystery of Henri Pick, or Le Mystère de Henri Pick, by David Foenkinos. He's a French novelist and a French screenwriter, and he's quite successful. And this is a very, very cool script because I was so into it, going from clue to clue, being sure that I had finally figured it out, and then just having it all go back to the start. I've been reading online that people don't actually like the ending, and they are not satisfied with the answer. I found it. I'm okay with it. Let's just say it like that. I was interested in the answer until the end, and I think that I was satisfied by it. I don't want to say anymore, so that I won't spoil it for you. So what are we talking about here besides the mystery? We are talking about, and Rocher, the character Rocher has this sentence. He says that people buy form over content. So they are not buying a fabulous novel. They are buying the story of the book written by a guy that no one knew that he wrote, and that was found in this fabulous library of rejected books. People are buying that story, not the story in the novel, and not the content of the novel, and not the fabulous novel that it is. So he's a little pissed that marketing is kind of making its way into people's shelves and not great literature. And in this case, it's great literature, so he needs to know who the hell wrote it, because that guy didn't. That is a marketing strategy, and he didn't. He's just sure of it. He's so sure that he loses everything over it. So it's really interesting, very entertaining. The French are doing I'm sorry, this is a generalization. Anyway, I've seen more than one movie with this style. From America, we're seeing bloody crimes, and when we talk about a thriller or a mystery, we are talking about assassinations and stuff. The French is not the first time that I have seen a movie like this. Oh my god, I don't remember the title, but the last one I saw, and it was the same style. It was about this girl that is supposed to have witnessed a miracle, and all of a sudden there are people going to see her, and the whole town is a pilgrimage destination, and a journalist also sets on a quest to find out if this is true or not. Both are so entertaining. It's well crafted. Very kudos to the French cinema that is presenting movies like this that are so interesting, and high level discussion, and really interesting without blood, with the same kind of feeling as if it was a bloody crime. So I do recommend this movie. I was so I had a good time. I really had a good time at the movies. I was so into the story, I forgot all the technical issues. So that means that they are good, because if there was something wrong with it, at least I would have noticed, right? If it was something that you would go, I would have noticed it. So I recommend this movie. Let's go to The Blast from the Past. That is a movie that I recommend that is not in theaters currently, but at the end of each video I try to recommend a movie that is an old movie, but it's worth it. Here's the clapper. I'm going to talk to you about A Single Man. Oh my god, I caught it on TV this week. What can I say? This movie is a poem. since we're talking about literature, this movie is an absolute poem. I mean, it's such a moving story. But the most important thing, and the thing that kind of just grabbed me from the start, is that it's beautiful. Visually is the most beautiful movie I've ever seen, hands down. I mean, each frame is a postcard. Each frame, the way the objects are positioned, the people, the colors. I mean, it's like this guy, this director. He's a first-time director in this movie. He's actually a fashion designer, okay? But it's definitely somebody that works with beauty and aesthetics, because it's like he studied every detail, every camera position, every color, every mise-en-scène, It's so beautiful, so beautiful. It's not for everyone, obviously. You may say that it's a sad story, I don't like it. You may say that aesthetically, totally disagree with me and say I don't like that aesthetic, okay? To me, and I'm the one recommending it, it's so, so beautiful. The director is Tom Ford, okay? He has a second movie that I haven't seen, and I'm kicking myself because of it. I thought it was going to stay longer in theaters. It didn't. I missed it. I still haven't caught it. It's called Nocturnal Animals. I have such high expectations for that one, because this one was... I just got out of the movie theater feeling like, my God, this is a visual masterpiece. And the story is so moving. It's a poem. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful movie ever. You watch it and you tell me what you think, because I'm so curious about it. I think it's moving. Visually, also the story, but visually, so... I'm going to keep saying it and repeating it, so I'm going to shut up. This is by Tom Ford. It's a 2009 movie. It's with Colin Firth in the main character, playing the main character, and Julianne Moore, the supporting role. These guys do great movies. I mean, you cannot miss it. You know, everything is just beautiful and moving, and well, I'm going to say beautiful, 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 beautiful. Just tell me what you think if you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. Please watch it. Each frame, I swear to God, each frame is just stunning. Okay? It's movie. It's a movie that fills you, not just the story or the performances, but visually it's just stunning. Okay? I can't say it enough. Anyway, another thing that I saw this week, and that I found interesting, and that I'm going to share with you, therefore, IMDb in its Twitter feed, asked the audience if you could see just one filmography, just one, for the rest of your life, which actor would you choose? And I was kind of, I watched the answers, and I almost answered, because I last time I did a video, I stayed with this in my mind. I talked about Dev Patel. Dev Patel has great movies, fabulous movies. And so I almost answered, because I was still in that mind frame. I almost answered Dev Patel, but you have Colin Firth with great movies, and Julianne Moore with great movies, and so many more with great movies. Leonardo DiCaprio does great movies. So who would it be? Do you have your mind made up? I saw some of the... I'm not going to say it, the answers that they gave. If you have your mind made up, answer me in the comment section. If you don't, or you want to participate in this discussion, either about the form over content that is discussed in the first movie, or aesthetics, and do you like Tom Ford, and have you seen his movies? And do you like his clothes? Why not? Comment, if you will. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to go to the movies. Go to the movies, people. It's always worth it. Thank you for watching.